Hey everybody, welcome to our second episode of Tiger Talk.
Yes, sir.
Hey, to my AUC siblings and to prospective to HBCU students, welcome. My name is Mira Donaldson. I'm a political science major, dance and choreography minor here at Spelman College, and I'll have us introduce ourselves again.
You start right here.
Yes, sir. Hi, my name is Kayla Golden. I'm a sophomore art history major, curatorial studies, and writing double minor from Charlotte, North Carolina.
My name is Jackson Greenleaf. I am a junior journalism major from Prince George's County, Maryland, with a sports reporting track, and I go to Morehouse College.
And I am Auzzy Byrdsell. I'm a junior at Morehouse College, kinesiology major, journalism minor, and I serve as the secretary for the Maroon Tiger.
Period.
You will remember.
Every time.
Every time. That's my thing.
Okay, so we have had a lot of things happening this semester. Yeah. Actually, no. Let alone this semester, this week. So this episode is
last week.
It's titled "What's the Word on Brown Street?" And if you guys do not know what Brown Street is, actually, do our Morehouse men want to tell us what Brown Street is?
I was expecting to describe Brown Street. I can go for it. No, Brown Street is essentially the most communal part of Morehouse College's campus. It connects dorm halls, classroom halls, the dining hall, the student center. All of those are up along Brown Street, and like I said, it's the most communal spot. At Morehouse, we listen to music on Brown Street. We just chill with each other on Brown Street. Yeah. Sometimes we have functions on Brown Street.
Usually humps through Brown Street.
Yeah.
And what's hump?
Oh, hump is every Wednesday. We have numerous music artists come every Wednesday. What else? Like
pageants during the spring.
Or reveals. What else happens during hump? I feel like sometimes hump is just hump too.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like a vendor spot just to get new stuff.
Yeah. No, but like food. Brown Street, I didn't mean to cut you off. My fault.
No, you're
No, but Brown Street is just very sacred to the Morehouse culture. Even as freshmen during our NSO rituals and things of that nature, we have to. We're on Brown Street during those things, and as we graduate, we exit through Brown Street. I don't know if y'all know.
Oh, cute!
Yeah.
I did not know that. So
we enter in through Brown Street as freshmen, and as we graduate, we walk out Brown Street together.
Oh, that's so cute. That's beautiful. I love that.
Next year.
Period.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with somebody.
Next year.
Next year. Yes. Oh my goodness.
That just made me sad. I'm not ready to leave this yet. It's all good. It's
okay for me.
It's all good.
But with all these events going on, I feel like we've had to look our best lately. So let's get into our fit checks for today.
I'm gonna go last.
Who will go first?
I'll go. Okay. All right. Did I go first last time though?
You did.
Okay.
I'll
Come
go.
on.
Okay, All right, last week 2 weeks ago, it was MJ. It was Mike Jack. Today is Dan Marino, quarterback.
Show the back.
I'll show the number 13,
Like that.
And then, we got the most, people don't like mids, but
those is fire though.
Those
are really good.
Listen, if I like the shoe, I'm gonna put it on. I'm not gonna trip if it's mids. So anybody who has anything to say, I like the shoe.
Basically, keep it to yourself.
Period.
So that's that.
Okay, Kayla, you look really good today.
Look, y'all, there was a cookout, so I went to a cookout. But I got this jumpsuit. Then I have some new blazers that I bought for Founders Day. And
It's clean.
Got
like
some jewelry on. Simple.
Period. And show the nails.
These are my Founders Day nails.
Oh!
I love it. Spelman's Founders Day was on Tuesday.
Yeah, see, actually,
the girls were out dressed. Do you have pictures of your Founders Day fit?
Yes, I do.
You want to show them?
Yeah, we can insert a little picture right here.
Look, y'all. The jacket I'm wearing, because
I don't know where it's gonna sit.
It's gonna be right here. So editor, put it right here. The jacket I'm wearing was actually made by my mom. Swing stylist, so style by Golden.
Very dope.
Oh yes, we'll tag her. And then okay, here we are. So today I'm going off comfy vibes because Always love a comfy fit.
Jeans are comfy?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Baggy jeans.
Baggy jeans are comfy.
Very.
Sure.
And I also have this thing where like I always wear shorts under any pants that I wear. Like I don't know why. I just feel like
Did you dance right?
Yeah,
there's
that's
a dance cheerleader.
Yeah, so
And it's an athlete. I think it's an athlete type thing too.
That
Yeah.
too.
Because boys
We
do that
definitely
all the
grew up
time.
wearing shorts under our pants.
Yeah,
It's like you never know when you gotta get a game in.
That's facts.
But okay, so I'll start from the bottom up. The shoes I have on today.
Okay.
We twinning with the ones. You know.
Okay.
She about to hurt somebody.
Sorry. And then I have my black jeans on, and then I have this like green unitard. It's like a darkish green.
Can you spell that?
Unitard?
Go ahead. Just keep going. Keep going.
Can I spell green?
No, unitard.
Unitard.
Come on, prove them all.
Yes, UNITARD. Thank you very much.
We need to give her like a trophy icon.
Damn, we had the button. Makes sense.
Literally, yes.
And then I have my trusty Capricorn necklace on and a cross necklace.
Oh.
And then, yeah, y'all, I switched up my hair
Tell them why. Tell them why.
because I just wanted to, you know.
And
Wait, y'all, I got revealed for Miss 5 Sigma.
Yes, sir.
set the pace, Ace.
Yes.
Set the pace.
Yes, yeah, I'm number 1, y'all. So I'll be competing in the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant. It feels good to actually say that now.
Drop
I can
the
say
date.
it. It will be going on at April 28th. If y'all need tickets, please.
Link in her bio.
Yes. Yeah. Link in my bio. Yes, link in my bio.
Link in her bio.
And also, yes, you can DM me at Mira Iman with 3 underscores on Instagram.
Okay.
And at Twitter, ILYMIRA. Period. Go get you some tickets. Come see us. It's gonna be a show.
Dope stuff.
The theme is Paris in the springtime, so you know what that means.
I actually really like that. Like, I'm excited to see
That
it.
just,
Me
that
too.
just sounds like beautiful.
Yeah.
for sure.
And then y'all had the little headdress. It was so pretty.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you.
Okay,
Best
come
for
on.
last. Let's go.
Best for last.
That's what you
'Cause you got
said.
the- you know,
I'm
you
using
rocking
your
that
words.
shit.
I said I'm going last, not the best for last.
Oh, my fault.
He's remaining humble.
Everything I got on is almost thrifted. Thrifted cardigan, thrifted white tee, some regular black pants. I guess I'll take my shoes off. No, these ain't thrifted. These ain't thrifted. I got on my Cool Grey Jordan 4s. It's the 2019 pair. I don't own. They came out in 2006.
Cool heat.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some every episode. A little something.
That's cool heat.
Nah, but yeah, and then just a little necklace action just to add, and then some glasses my girl got me. You know.
Oh.
Nah, but I'm just keeping it chill today. Nothing special. You know.
As he had shades on.
Right. Like,
only one
talking
thing.
about
Inside.
keeping it chill.
Like the coolest guy on
With
campus.
double, yeah, okay.
Alright,
Well,
man.
if this is a chill, I love that for you. All right, so like, let's get in. Like I said before, like today is to talk about like everything that's been going on. It seems like a lot of y'all want to put out our first episode. Y'all wanted us to cover a lot of topics. So this week, we're just going to update y'all what's been going on at this illustrious Spelman and Morehouse College because spring semester is always so busy. So there's so much to keep up with. Mm-hmm. So just to preface this, like, how have you guys been, like, taking care of yourselves while, you know, all this stuff has been going on? We're busy. Like, let's make sure that we're checking in.
Well,
So
me
how
personally, I've been staying connected to my Bible, trying to study the scripture, you know, and spreading that to others and spreading that energy out to others as well. I feel like that it adds positivity to myself and makes me be able to, throughout my day, I'm able to accomplish a lot of different things with a lot of different people. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Auzzy?
I'm actually like thinking about my answer because it was a good question. No, but
Yeah, his face went like,
honestly, with everything going on campus, I'm really glad that this is like I feel like a superficial answer. But the fact that the playoffs is going on right now, the NBA playoffs, it's really been helping because like I get to have like an escape away from.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Helping
that's
oversee something on MT or something with my classes because everything is hectic right now. And we were just discussing campus is just live. So having like an escape away from campus is real. So watching the playoffs has been huge for me.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my mom and my grandma.
Period.
We're real close. We've been close since I was born, basically. and just talking to them, even like when I'm having a bad day, even if I don't explicitly say what's wrong, just hearing their voices, really, it does help.
Yeah. For me, keeping my routine is like very like a priority for me because there are things in my routine that really like fulfill me up. Like, you know, everything throughout the day, like, you know, I have things in my routine such as like reading my Bible, going to work out, dancing that really fill me up when those other things drown me, if you get what I'm saying. So my routine really helps me. But yeah. Okay, good. I just want to check in with y'all because, like, you know, with all this stuff, we need to make sure that we're keeping up with each other, keeping up with ourselves.
I feel like after Kayla went, I should have gave a better answer.
Why?
Her answer was so beautiful. It was just like, oh, and I was just talking about the NBA.
Nah, but that's
That's your thing.
There might be people that relate to that also that are watching it. They were like, yeah, you know,
for sure.
And basketball is your thing. Like, you sleep a lot, so I think.
So like that's going back to your comfort zone.
I miss hooping so much.
Two episodes ago, he was calling on my athletic prowess as a quarterback, but I want to give him his flowers as a basketball player, even though he doesn't play anymore. Crazy. This man gets buckets, ladies and gentlemen.
In the description.
He gets buckets. Don't worry about it. It's easy.
I'm not actually gonna link my highlights in the description. You gotta get those.
So don't worry about it. It's on the way.
I love these little highlight reels. They be making me laugh. Like
they do.
Who made this for you?
Oh, I made it myself.
Really?
Yeah, you know you gotta make your highlight film in order to put it out to colleges. So
yeah, but I thought like your coaches did that
or somebody.
Yeah, like someone.
Or they hired somebody.
For some people, they may do that. But I know
it depends who you are.
Yeah.
Like if you like, I remember one of my favorite high school highlight reels. If y'all know who Colin Sexton is. He plays in the NBA. He plays for the Utah Jazz now, but he's from Atlanta. Okay. He was one of my favorite players when I was in high school. And his highlight reel was insane. He didn't make that himself. Like Ball Is Life made it for him. Because he was like a top 10 prospect coming out of high school. Okay. And then I know I made mine, the same reason Jackson made his. I made mine because I actually wanted to play at Morehouse when I graduated high school. But I ended up getting just too busy with all my extracurriculars and stuff like that.
And then COVID.
Yeah.
And then COVID, yeah. So literally what I did was I made a highlight reel of everything from my senior year. And I actually sent it to Coach Brewer. Rest in peace, Coach Brewer. And yeah.
Period.
That's why I made it. It was exciting. So I still watch it back sometimes. I still watch it back.
You're not watching back.
I still watch it back.
No, a lot of athletes, especially male athletes, they watch their highlights. Like that's not like uncommon for me to hear.
Cause if you nice at what you do, you're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah,
literally.
And
I still
and make other people watch it.
It's like you go back to those tips on it. Like I used to do my thing.
And that goes for anything. I still go back and read old articles I've written. Literally.
Yeah, I love that.
And you could gain inspiration from things that you accomplished before. Like you knew you did something that was great, and you're like, okay, I know I can do it now too. Like if you
you still got it.
Right? Yeah, you still got it. Like it's not gone. So, yeah.
But anyway, y'all, since we're talking about how busy, this semester has been, like, what is one of the craziest things that's gone on this, like, semester in the AUC, you feel like?
It just happened. It just happened. It just happened.
So, like, let's talk about Juve. Like, explain to the people what Juve is, y'all.
Let's start with the people that actually went this year.
So, me.
Yeah, I know.
Because someone was late.
So I was watching the football scrimmage and I'm walking back from the football field, and I'm seeing the line is already around.
But it was short. When I saw him, it was short. It wasn't as long as a line of.
You gonna let her call your bluff like that?
I mean, it was long to me. In my opinion.
But in prospect of all the other lines we've had, it was short.
Yeah.
It was short.
I'm telling y'all, it was short. But Juve
that line on homecoming.
Right. And if you saw the line when I was there, it was short. That's why my voice is gone. That and then the reveal.
Yesterday was a lot, by the way.
It was a lot
going on yesterday,
but essentially,
we can get into it.
It's almost like a Caribbean party and a celebration of our heritage and culture, especially in the Caribbeans.
So you're Caribbean?
I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
Que lo que, mommy.
Y'all not gonna get anything out of me. I'm not gonna.
Oh, that just threw me. I had to take my glasses off. Oh, that just got me.
Yeah, there was a lot of fun. We had paint. So basically, just wear stuff you don't mind getting rid of. Because there's paint, there's water, there's like powder.
Yeah, they're always like, don't show it pretty, did you?
Right. That's not a pretty event.
Don't pull up looking cute. You
I had
come
my
with your
hair
play
straight
shoes.
yesterday from Founders Day. I had it wrapped in an old shirt I had. I put on a shower cap. I take it off when I get back. Half my hair is already burning. So that's why we're curly right now. But it was fun. It started promptly at 12.
It started on time?
It started at 12. They let us in at like 12:20. And everyone was saying, that's early for people.
But that
it's
is
early for the AUC, unfortunately.
Right. That's supposedly. There was someone that lost their ID from Georgia Tech, I think. Georgia Tech or Georgia State. It said as long as you had a college ID, and they had a college ID, I guess. Mm-hmm. But they said come early. So I came early. Because I know some events you just need to be early for. And something told me from last year, just seen it, be there early. So I got there at 12:15 with my friend. We got in, got our paint and stuff that I bought. Then we started having fun, waving our flags and everything. And then around like 2, they started saying, people in the back trying to get in, stop pushing up against security.
So hold up. So what exactly caused the rush of people? Like, was it?
I'm not. So I was in the front. I was by the stage.
All right. So you probably didn't even see what was.
So I couldn't see nothing. I was like where the stage is, like actually inside the barricade, the restricted area, and all the DJ kept saying, "Y'all stop. You're gonna get in. You have time. We're going on to 5. Stop arguing with security. Stop cursing out security. Stop like pushing up to get in." Right? So they said that. We kept going. I think around this time we were starting playing some Jamaican music.
And you know that's gonna get people blood pumping, get people hyped up. You already know.
Right. So we're all waving like the DJ had great crowd control.
There you go. It takes a minute.
Stop. I'm trying not to be long-winded right now. But then around like 2:30, they're like, all right, it's shutting down. Because they kept like saying repeatedly, like, y'all in the back trying to get in. Stop.
Shutting down.
They're like, nope, it's cut, done. And we're all like, wait, what? So we start booing. I didn't boo because I'm
not to interrupt, but mind you, it's supposed to end at 5. So this is only 2:00. There's people that haven't even been in the event yet. They haven't had any fun at all. They're like,
you just got in.
I was gonna say, can I like pick up the story from the perspective?
Yeah. So now you got it first.
Okay. So
they were getting on.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the full truth. So I'm walking down. I'm coming down there probably like 2:10, 2:15, and by the time I get there, it's packed, like outside of the gate, it's packed. So I'm like, no, I'm not waiting in line. But I understand that's a part of the problem. So I'm just showing you the thought process. That's all. So I'm like, I'm not waiting in this line. You were one of the ones
that they were talking about.
Yeah.
Crickets. Again.
So I go, I'm like, this line thing ain't gonna work for me. I'm like, I paid, was it?
No, it was free. It was a free
event. The only thing I paid for.
Y'all messed up free fun, bro.
Free fun. You only had to pay for
y'all messed up free fun.
A package if you wanted a shower cap, something to protect your phone, paint, powder, a water gun. You had the option of getting a water gun, and then a flag.
Wow.
But my thing is, didn't we pay last year though?
Nope.
To go?
No,
I feel like
you paid for a package.
That's
what you paid
That's
for.
the package I paid for, and it was only like
I did get paint. Not gonna hold you.
Yeah, you paid for that.
Okay.
But you just had to pick up a wristband.
Yeah.
Well,
it was so much paint out there.
So I got my wristband that day, so all of that was smooth. But I'm like, I'm not about to wait in this line. So I go around the corner and. I'm like, I've jumped fences before, and I don't think that's something that's crazy. There's football games back home, big time high school football games that used to get packed out, and it's like you don't have a choice. You gotta jump the fence. So I've done it before. So I'm like, okay, let's do it again. Right. So it's like
the problem.
So I'm like, okay, let me get over it. Boom, I get over. Easy.
And I'm sorry, mind you, it's fully barricaded.
It's
like actually high barricades. It's not like the little barricade that they have.
Yeah, they were like fences.
You had to climb a little bit and then hop.
Right. And so I get in there. I'm like, I'm in here now. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as I'm in here, everything be all right.
So how tall were these barricades?
Probably 9 feet.
9 feet.
And how
9 feet?
I'm like 5'10".
9 feet?
It was
a basketball is 10 feet. A basketball.
So like 7.
Is 10 feet.
Probably 7
feet.
Nate is 6'8".
Okay, 7 feet.
Okay.
All right, 7.
Okay.
Maybe my perspective all off, my range. Okay. not that tall, but I had to. I mean, it wasn't that hard to get over though. It wasn't hard to get over.
For sure.
So I got over it. That was that. I was in, and then I was only in for 5 minutes before they was like, "Yeah, it's a wrap." And I'm like,
so
what?
people pushed. So what happened was
I
people
missed
were,
all of that. So
some people were already passing out from dehydration. It's real hot, so they were. It was already kind of like a safety issue, but we had. CASA and AUC Vibes had lots of water. Just people couldn't. If you couldn't get to the front, you couldn't really get the water. So after the on the way to second person passing out. People were just handing water. I was helping hand water, telling people they need water in case they couldn't see them.
Why are people always passing out at AUC events?
Because it's the crowd. There's a lot of people in that crowd, and some people are sensitive to that. Genuinely, and they didn't prepare.
If you don't prepare, you don't eat.
Not
if you
drinking
don't prepare, if you
water.
don't eat, and you're drinking alcohol, it's a lot.
Because it was 2-3 folks at the 21 Savage.
That passed out in the crowd. But
well, that's because they had strobe lights, and I don't know why they were.
I think one had a seizure.
Yeah, they had.
I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard a story that the actual barricades got knocked over.
Yeah, so the actual
does
barricade.
Anybody know about?
Yeah,
that? I don't know.
I have my own questions about the day.
I don't know how.
That's what they said, and then later that day I saw an actual video. So it was actually pushed. The tall barricade was actually pushed over.
This is a 7-foot barricade.
Yeah, 7-foot barricade. So it got pushed over on top of people in the back. That was already
the event was free.
But you wouldn't think this was the Drake concert, the Beyonce concert for their tours coming up. But people were climbing over the barricade already on people. So 5 people got sent to the hospital because they got tripped.
Is it true that folks was fighting? I heard a number of folks was
I saw one person fight. I don't know how many people fought, but I did see they were stopping him from fighting, but you could see him charging towards someone.
For the most part, I thought yesterday was pretty peaceful. So I might have just missed stuff. I don't
Where
know.
I was, we were peaceful, we were civil, we were having fun.
Where I was as well.
From what I heard,
the front and the back were 2 different vibes. The back wasn't on the same vibe as the people that came early and on time.
They were just upset. They were upset that they couldn't get in, or it was taking long, or whatever the case may be.
But at the same time, if you're warned multiple times to be early because it's going to get packed. Because where we were, we call it B-lot, and it's just a small parking lot. It's a decent-sized parking lot, but for all the people that came, it was too small.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So when you went into the party initially, and all that wasn't going on, mm-hmm. when all that wasn't going on, mm-hmm. what was going on? How was it? Were you enjoying the vibes?
The vibes were vibing.
I heard it was ridiculous.
It was so much fun. Last year, I missed it because it was. I think during spring break.
Fuego last year. Oh my!
It was during spring break.
It was
so I was home.
And I didn't even go last year, so I was.
Yeah, but this year I was determined I'm gonna go because I missed it last year and I saw how fun it was. I'm I'm gonna experience at least once. If I don't go next year I'm going this year. But
I think I was about to say I think it was the hype from last year that everyone was saying.
So everyone was
we
gotta go.
It definitely looked like more people went this year.
Yeah, than last year. In comparison from the 2 videos, it was definitely more people.
So last year they had it. What do they call that area?
Ray Pack
in the green. They had it in this little green, and I feel like we didn't even fill out that green though. There was still space where you could run up, do your little thing, but
yeah.
So from what I know, they changed the location because we left that area trashed, and
it was muddy.
Yeah, it was straight muddy because it's water and paint being thrown everywhere, and that's getting to the ground.
But it was also muddy when y'all did it last year.
That's what I'm saying. So they switched it to B-Lot, but the trash thing. We just walked into where we recording that. Y'all saw all the trash on the steps.
Yeah. So once everyone got kicked out of Morehouse, because if you weren't on a Morehouse campus, they said you had to go. If you're not a man of Morehouse, leave this premises. So everyone came to Woodruff Library Club Woody in front of the promenade. That's what we call the little space in between it.
Right, and the library is where all of the AUC
everyone meets.
Yeah. And it's trash right now. We're filming in the library right now, and we were coming up the stairs, and it was just
somebody had a whole Caribbean plate.
Library.
Yeah.
It's outside.
It's a whole Caribbean plate out there, just on the ground.
Yeah.
Not eat. It's just there. I got a picture of it.
And it's this is our place of study. We should be treating it with more respect than that. You know what I mean?
Someone's setting up a cleanup right now.
No, we need to.
Yeah, because I saw it on the AUC Central page.
Okay.
So before we started, while we were waiting, I saw someone say we got to clean up trash bags. Gloves will be provided. I don't know how many people are gonna come.
Hopefully they do.
Hopefully a lot.
The right people will. Yeah.
Right, the right people will. But we need to take better care of our campus, y'all.
Please do.
Like,
I
it's
remember,
our space.
That's real. I remember after the they did the Miss Spelman reveal and the Miss OPP reveal in the same day, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was the amphitheater at Spelman's campus.
It was trash.
Horrendous after those events.
Everybody was
terrible.
There.
It's just
Everybody
terrible.
was there.
It's like people don't think. They think you're just the one person. Oh, I'm just throwing this one bottle cap.
Right, you only think about
bottle
yourself.
Cap.
But
that one bottle cap
turning
adds
50.
up. Yeah, and
So now that we've talked with Juve, so what y'all get into there? Like, did we get any dances, Kayla?
Yes.
That's a crazy question. That's such a federal question, bro.
I have to ask.
I mean,
What about you, Jackson?
No, I didn't.
Jackson
I didn't
didn't have
dance at all. Like I was literally there for 5 minutes. I'm walking. I'm seeing what it's looking like.
He showed up and left.
Matter of fact, by the time I got
no.
there, the music was off because they were talking on the mic trying to.
We were trying. Not we. Like I was.
They had to get on the mic to kick y'all out.
Yeah, they was
Yes,
on the mic.
like
that's crazy.
And they was
who was
trying
it?
to
Dean
tell-
Book. He was like,
Booker, yeah, I heard about
yeah.
Booker. Yeah.
So he was like, get off campus. You're not a man of Morehouse. If you guys do not leave the premises, Spring Fest will be canceled.
And then
There's
they were
homecoming
saying that Juve
next
is
year.
not gonna be next
Cancel.
year.
They're working on it.
I feel like he's bluffing.
They're working on it.
I don't.
And that's all I have.
I don't think they bluffing.
I do.
I think it's a real potential that we could lose
Homecoming gives him
Juve.
too much money.
They're working on that. And that's all I had to say.
They're not
Oh,
gonna
they're
take
not homecoming. I thought.
He said homecoming.
He said homecoming.
Yeah, he said if y'all don't get off
You're
campus,
bluffing.
homecoming.
Let's not do that and test them in their seeds.
Right.
It's like,
We believe your threats, Dean Book. Don't cancel homecoming.
We really need that
Anyway.
crickets button, bro.
And then I feel
We
like-
need it bad.
I feel like events at Morehouse are always a situation. Like I feel like
But I also feel like security doesn't, and I'm just gonna say this for the whole AUC. Sometimes security will underestimate things,
yeah.
and when they underestimate,
Can you say that again, please?
That's what I've noticed.
underestimate.
That's what I've noticed. Like the security doesn't really know how to crowd control. Like I feel like I've noticed
Right.
better security control. Like
So,
in where I'm from.
So at
coming
Juve,
job.
I only saw about
Real.
5 security guards when I first got in. I think I counted like 4
Yeah,
or 5 of them.
word.
And I wish I had a video of what it looked like when I was leaving, because I'm not gonna be the issue. That's one thing I'm not gonna be. My mom and my grandma and my boyfriend make fun of me that I'm a rule follower, which I am, but I won't be the issue. So no one can come and say you did this. What are you talking about? I'm a rule follower. That wasn't me.
I'm a rule follower.
Period.
I'm a rule follower
I'm a rule follower.
to the T.
We gonna get you a badge, the rule follower.
Big signs at rule
A
follower.
big old T-shirt.
Look,
Rule
you
follower.
will never say Kayla Marie Golden didn't follow the rules if
Full
she was the
government.
issue.
Full government
Yes,
is federal.
because it's me.
Federal.
Don't you ever
Go for it.
Don't say my phone
I
number.
wouldn't want to.
But when I say the B-Lot packed out, almost all of Brown Street packed out. And mind you, he didn't say this. Brown Street is a hill, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is a big hill, not a small little hill. It's a big hill, almost from the beginning entrance of Brown Street to the end of Brown Street
It was full of people.
was full of people, and then the lot on the other side of Brown Street was also almost full. It was like halfway full, so there was enough for you to walk out. But
It's crazy, bro. Cause
that whole area full.
I was so from what I heard, because I didn't go, of course. People were saying that it was so many folks and it was so lit. It was on pace to be better than last year's,
It was.
but it got
It
so
was.
out of control
No, it
Yes.
that
definitely
they had
would
to
have
cancel
been.
it.
It would have
Yes.
been.
That's
Because
sad.
the amount of people was ridiculous. And
Yeah.
it was like, everyone was looking nice. Everybody was
supposed to
looking
be better than
beautiful.
last year's. I feel like even for like those couple first hours, like it was better than last.
Y'all ruined free fun. Next topic, man. They making me mad, bro.
Well, anyway, the next big thing that happened on campus this week that I'm glad you reminded me of, because I really wasn't gonna. If I'm being real honest, I wasn't going to talk about it today, but
I'm a ride for Spelman
Spelman
College.
had our Founders Day, period. And like, okay, as a rising senior now, or like a junior, here's what I'll say. Founders Day is definitely for the seniors, if you will,
Yes.
because like all
freshmen and seniors.
Freshmen and seniors, because freshmen get to understand like the significance of being like a Spelmanite through like all these traditions and stuff
Especially
like that.
how important Founders Day is.
Yeah, and like the understanding of legacy, if you will. But now, as a junior and sophomore, like you're just like, going through the motions. But as a junior, I'm like, because I didn't get that experience like of our first Founders Day my freshman year.
We did not.
And I'm like, wow, like I get an in-person Founders Day my senior year, and it's like for me, like it'll be my last time on campus for Founders Day probably in a couple years. Like it was just super surreal. Like me and my friends sitting together, and like my friend burst out in tears because she's like, wow, like when we started singing the Spelman hymn, she's like, we're coming to an end. I was like, you're right, Stink. Like we're really.
Y'all know the hymn?
Yes, we're gonna make sure that we know it for sure by next week. So
So
we're not
you
on
don't.
team.
So you just lied.
No, I do.
No, it's okay.
I know
It's
parts
cool.
of the
Like,
hymn.
so you know parts of you don't know that. Like,
I forget some
I
lines.
can sing my hymn right now. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay,
Y'all
not
just
too much. Anyway,
y'all always know your hymn. I will forget a line or two. Sometimes.
that's
No bueno. No bueno.
anyway.
Jax, let's go, bro.
Oh my
No, I'm
god.
just-
I'm
I'm
sorry.
disgusted.
But no, I'm sorry. It was the let's go.
Do y'all link when y'all
No,
sing
we
your
don't
hymn?
link. That is just
Y'all
y'all.
just stand there?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I mean, we
Y'all
hold
swing?
hands.
Okay,
We
y'all
hold
hold
hands. Yeah. But yeah, that was super exciting to experience. Like, I'm very happy. I got my little photos.
I'm glad y'all. I'm really glad that like our Founders Day, they're not too far apart.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like to just talk about the significance of Founders Day, like it was like the creation of like these institutions. Because a lot of other schools celebrate their Founders Day, so I think that's very important, just to like honor a legacy of people that came before you and understand how significant it is to be in the space that you are in right now. So
Because we are, my parents, we use this phrase when we just talk about just like the state of our people. Like we are our ancestors' dreams.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, we're able to do a lot of the things our ancestors fought for, and when you think about those things, it's common knowledge, but it's still surreal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when I think about something like a Founders Day, and I think about Morehouse, where, like I said, when I was growing up, I like Morehouse men were superheroes to me. So for me to be able to go here and have an impact on this campus,
Become one.
yeah, Founders Day means a lot to me. So yeah.
And you're like when you said we're our ancestors' dreams. So I'm gonna just say because I know how long exactly how long Spelman has been institutionalized. I don't remember how many years for y'all.
So we were founded in 1867, 2
Right.
years after the Civil War.
Right. But Spelman has been an institution for 142 years. So just thinking of 142, it's far, but it's not far, you know? It's only been almost a century and a half.
Yeah, and there's people still living that are like maybe a generation removed
Right.
from when our institutions were
Exactly.
founded. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Did y'all what did you do to celebrate after you? Did you like go to? I know people went out to lunch and stuff like that. Did you do that?
I took pictures instead of really going to lunch.
You took pictures.
Yeah.
And then you had classes.
Yeah.
Okay. Period.
And then I had to do a recording for Research Day.
Did nobody do like any Founders Day parties?
well,
nothing like that?
okay. So,
So
we
we
had
had-
like a little festival.
Yeah, I did.
A
Y'all
little
had a
We
celebration.
had a
celebration.
little festival. I literally forgot because on Founders Day I was like so tired. I was in my room, y'all. Like I did my little morning situation where the ceremonies, and then I went right back to my room. Like I was tired. And then I was Ayana and Auzzy, and then I went to my room. But yeah, good.
So yeah, we had a DJ. We have bouncy houses. No, it was a little trampoline.
Bungee.
Bungee
Bungee
jump.
jump.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to
I did
do
see
that.
that. Yeah.
It was live outside. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And why did I think that was gonna happen on Market Friday? Like I thought all of that stuff was gonna. Because last year that's what happened.
It was
Like,
on,
we just had a
because it
normal
was on a Friday.
Oh, y'all Founders Day fell on a Friday?
No,
It was. I think it fell on a Friday, or it was like a Thursday.
When y'all got y'all phone?
it did because we had the ceremonies.
Yeah,
a
we had-
couple of not
yeah, we had
on
a
our
couple
Founders
days,
Day.
right.
Right, you're so right. That's crazy. Perfect.
What are some of the Founders Day traditions though? Like,
So, yeah.
like what is something that is expected of you all?
White
to
attire.
We
do? White
have
attire,
like we wear
okay.
this white attire, which basically is like we have a long white dress that goes like by the knees, and then we have it has to have sleeves.
Sleeves are a cardigan, so like
Um,
it's almost like dress coded. It is dress coded.
And then
So like, it can't have like too much shoulders, too much cleavage. Like you can have like thick straps, but not like spaghetti straps. Minimal jewelry, minimal makeup, black closed-toed shoes, and then what is it?
Pantyhose.
Colored, skin-toned pantyhose.
I was definitely breaking the dress code, y'all. I wore white shoes by accident.
I know there probably was a lot of people who kind of freestyled a little
exactly.
bit.
Yeah. The only people who will check you is alum, and I don't think a lot of alum came out this year.
A lot of alum was there.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see.
Because they helped the seniors put their collars onto their regalia.
That's beautiful.
That's
I know I have
precious.
to be. I know I have to get right next year because I'll be walking in.
They're gonna be
as a
right
senior.
they're gonna be right in your face.
Yeah.
My last Founders Day, we got to go crazy next year.
Oh
Yeah.
We got to go
What do
crazy.
y'all do for your Founders Day? Like, I feel like y'all actually legitimately do nothing. It's just what falls on Valentine's Day.
You really hurt this man's
What?
feelings.
We do.
She lying because every Founders Day, we pull up at Spelman with our
Because
suits
why?
on.
And flowers.
Every single
Why?
year.
No, okay, so besides the midnight situation, what do y'all do?
Yeah.
Wait, besides the what?
Midnight situation, what do y'all do?
So we have Midnight on Brown Street. Of course, we celebrate by wearing suits all around campus, wearing the classes, this and the third. We also have convocation, just like I have convocation.
Okay.
And just do it. So we don't celebrate. We don't just celebrate on that day. We celebrate our entire
It's a
Founders
full
Week.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
our,
because that's when you do
The God.
the gala.
the gala. So
Yeah.
Kayla in the Dark Gala is through Founders Week, and our administration actually does a great job of keeping that week filled with different events that cater towards the legacy of
And
Morehouse.
honoring the history of the school and what it means to be a man of Morehouse and things like that. So, and then, did you ask us what we did?
What are some traditions that you guys have? That's what we're trying to figure
Oh,
out.
and then also February 13th, at midnight, when it hits 14th, we all gather
Right.
around Graves Hall in front of the May statue, and we have conversations with each other. We commune and we discuss what Morehouse means to us, what Morehouse has done for us, and then we sing the hymn together.
That's so cute.
At
Were you able to
midnight.
go this year?
I went both years.
I didn't go
The
this
past 2
year
years
because
I've been
I
on
had
campus. I went
assignment.
both years.
You said,
That's real, though.
That's
If you got lock in, you got lock
I had
in.
to do it, yeah, so that specific day I remember, but I went 2 years ago, so yeah.
I think that there's we had like how many reveals this week? Actually, no. We didn't talk about the reveal, the pageant reveals. Last episode we didn't.
We did
had
a little bit for Miss Spelman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had about four pageant reveals.
Black and Gold, Miss OPP, Phi
Maroon.
Beta Sigma, Maroon and White,
Spelman.
Miss Spellman.
Miss Spellman.
Purple and gold.
I
No,
did
he had
OPP.
Okay.
So about 5 pageant.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
And then, of course, Clark Atlanta University, they got their whole
They got
joint
their own
going
situation going on. Yeah.
I think they just finished their
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Clark Atlanta
They finished
pageants.
everything.
They finished everything? That was
They're
quick.
done.
I think
they
so.
just finished Black and Gold yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
So how did y'all feel? Okay, so which ones did y'all go to?
I only went to Sigma. I only had the opportunity to go to Sigma.
Did I go to all of them?
You did. I think you did.
I did go to all of them. I skipped Miss OPP.
Okay.
I think some of them blur together for me, not because I'm not paying attention, but just because it's like
They're kind of the same.
Yeah.
I can give you
Nah,
that.
It's the
yeah.
same
They're kind of the
format.
same.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I usually go out there if I know someone that's actually in it, and then I support them. But then I'm like,
I think that's why I went to all of them. I think I knew somebody from each pageant except for Miss OPP.
And which pageants are y'all planning on going to?
Well, of course, I just went to Miss Spellman.
Okay.
Do we want to elaborate on that though? Because that was literally last night.
first of all, my Spellman sister, Indy Clayton, is the 40th Miss Spellman.
No, so everyone we said last year is actually on, not last year.
Last
Episode is on court.
Yeah. Because you said Nadia.
Yeah,
we
she
said
second or
Ayana,
second.
and then you said
Wow, so
Indy.
all
Wow.
of our people. So, yeah, oh.
Can they post our clip, bro?
Honest.
Can they post our
Of
clip?
us,
Honestly.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy.
Promotion.
That is really crazy, though.
Indy.
Yeah, that was a hard situation.
So yeah, congratulations to Indy, the 40th
Love you
Miss
so,
Spellman
so
College.
much.
Love you.
Congratulations to Nadia and Ayana, supporting Indy in her court.
Mm-hmm.
And the court is that's huge for all of them. And the pageant itself, to everybody that competed, that was a beautiful pageant. Definitely one of the best I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a good one this year. I feel like
Highly competitive.
The
And I think it was very
people made it
competitive.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
So I'm very happy for that.
Didn't really know who was gonna pull it through.
Yeah,
it was good.
I was drugging with that piano in the middle of it. I said,
That was so hilarious, bro. Because it took about 5 of y'all to get that.
it
piano.
really did.
It
I
took
did
about
not
5 or
think
6
we'd be-
bodies.
Piano.
Ayana played piano. Like
The
it was
piano
dragging
and
on
the
the
little
floor.
bitch.
And the band.
And we had to move like
man.
part of the props were like a tiger. We had to move the tiger too. It was a lot.
Mind you, she moved the bench herself.
I did.
Hit one of these for me, big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Small but mighty.
yeah.
Small but mighty.
Hello. I'm super glad that y'all went and had a good time because like being on the board, like we want to make sure that everybody has a good time at the pageant. It's like a show, period, point blank. So, yeah. So those are some cool reveals that happened, and I'm super excited to do my pageant. Like I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
April 28th. Go get your tickets.
Yes,
Go get your tickets. Link in her bio.
Like she said earlier.
Link in her bio.
Oh, y'all are coming, right?
Yeah, I have you and Morgan, so I'm gonna support two people. I literally had to sign front and back.
He did too.
Yes, but he didn't have to sign when I showed him my sign.
Oh.
You know what? I'm not doing this.
I was prepared.
My man's had my sign, and I pulled up to get my sign.
Sure. I came ready with a sign. He had a pickup sign. I came ready.
Because I'm busy. I got stuff
She
to
was more
do.
prepared than you.
That's basically what she trying to say. Bro.
I'm handling my business.
Look, Fridays for me are busy. I had a tour.
Right? Why are Fridays so busy now? Like what?
Well, on the
Because
ambassador
we grown
side,
now. Because we grown now. That's why Fridays are
We're
busy.
not freshmen no more.
Fridays ain't weekend days no more.
Bro, like, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and then the last thing that I really wanted to talk about that happened this semester, like I feel like a lot of people actually probably peeped this because do y'all watch All American Homecoming?
Yes.
No.
Or All American?
Yes.
I watched All American.
All American.
But I haven't watched All American in like a couple years.
Can I just say, oh, sorry.
No.
Can I just say, All American does an amazing job detailing the drama that goes on with high school football. I play high school football in an area.
Really?
Yeah, in an area that's very competitive. The DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, for the people that don't know.
Very competitive.
It's very competitive.
The South
competitive
period,
as well.
probably.
Yeah, and so
SEC schools.
yeah, and like the drama of like, so in the show, right? Spencer, that's the main character.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually based off a real person.
Right. And
Yeah.
like the way he had to go from Crenshaw to
Beverly
Hills.
Yeah.
People go through that
No,
in order to
that's
better
a
them.
lived
Like a lot of
experience, yeah.
athletes, there are athletes that I know that in order for them to get a better education, there's the school that is in their community might not be.
Look at Sierra
the best.
Canyon.
Right. And you have
It's a
people.
prime example.
Yeah. So, or in other cases, it's like the people that are in a public school area that isn't as good, they go to a private school.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just gonna say that in the show is detailed perfectly.
Love that.
In my opinion.
They do. I do agree with that. I love how the show highlights discrepancies between different communities when it comes to access to like different outlets like
And I think
football, soccer, and stuff like that. Yeah, all the. What I'm prefacing this with is the fact that I feel like Clark actually organizes better than Morehouse going to the one that just happened. Let's explain the Clark one at Clark first. Let's just get into the situation. So first of all, the viewing, the one at Clark was cool. There was a viewing. First, we start off with the viewing, and there was like a new episode. I don't know what season it was. I think it's actually season 2.
It was the season that just finished.
Okay, so
They showed the finale. I think
they showed this finale of season 2, which was cool. Yeah, because it ended on a cliffhanger. So I was like, okay, I'm already know. And so that was cool because I watched the show, so I was like, all right, let me go watch it, whatever. And meet the cast members. So the cast members came. That was cool after the episode. And like we had the opportunity to engage with them in some questions, and I feel like we weren't asking the right questions. How do you feel?
Motive.
Yeah, so
like, could y'all give an example? Because
so
I'm
for
blind
example,
to this. I'm not aware.
Our priorities were like flirting with like the cast members, and like
are you
mind
serious?
you, I'm a woman, so like they're pretty, right? They are they're beautiful people. They look clean, they look good, they smell good. But like that's not what we're here for.
Right.
So like literally like there'd be some really uncomfortable questions that were asked. I'm not gonna.
The girl in the back.
Yeah.
They were legit shooting their shot at that event.
They were shooting their shot, and the thing is I'm not even like I feel like the cast members handled that really well because it was like. They responded in a way that I don't know how I would respond in that moment, but like I feel like for me, like I feel like they responded pretty okay.
It was like a thank you, but like let's move on. So like I mentioned
know about that.
So the so the girl. So I talked about this girl in the back. So me and Auzzy were in the back because we kind of came
I haven't even
late.
said anything yet. I don't even want to.
He ain't even get into it.
We came late because
you
we
should.
interviewed them like before the viewing started.
Right.
So like by the time we finished the interview, the viewing was about to start. So we saw them in the back already. And at this, who was it that was sitting next to the girl? I forget.
I don't know.
Oh, it was a dark skinned dude.
Yes. Well, his name's Cameron on the show, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was Cam. She thought this man was attractive, and mind you, this is the one from Crenshaw that can really say. She thought this man was so attractive. She kept shooting his shot while he was sitting next to her. During the viewing, when we all figured out they were there, he stood up. She continued to shoot her shot.
And it was like questions like, oh, like, can I cook for you?
Right, like, I could cook for you. Like, I'll take care of you. He was like joking, like, can you cook? She was like, yeah, I can cook.
Bruh, it was a lot, but honestly, like, that was fun to watch.
That's not even why I was frustrated, though.
It was annoying because, like, at a point, now you're almost harassing this man.
No, but the thing is, though, like, okay, I feel like they responded well, but I feel like my thing is, like, with experiences like that, I always like to retain, like, productive information. Like, how can I take this for myself and apply it to what I want to do in the
Y'all
world?
leaving out the craziest part of the night.
Okay, then tell me.
When they bum rushed the stage.
Yeah, they bum rushed the
That's
stage.
why the event ended.
Because we weren't asking like productive. I don't know if it was because we were asking productive
I
questions.
think it was because towards the end of it.
It was getting so unorganized because of like the panel the moderator wasn't even able to like give them any questions after we were asking them questions. It was getting unorganized. I forget what happened, but it was a security thing again. So basically, the security like was like, okay, we're done, and like literally they were like.
So at the end, they
cut it off early, right? Too.
They were taking selfies with everyone, like in the crowd, like just like holding up stuff because when you visit like a college or something, that's what and you're a celebrity. That's just a normal thing that you do. Yeah. But everyone wanted to get their 5-10 minutes of fame, seconds of fame. They started bum rushing them to where the point the crew's like back up, and at this point it was already ended. So I went to talk to Andy, and then
the whole event was horrendous for me because I was covering the event.
Because you were
writing an article.
Yeah, I wrote an article with Miles Johnson, our managing editor. We co-wrote an article just reviewing the event and whatnot. And yeah, so with the questions and whatnot, the questions they were completely unproductive questions. So it was hard getting like really good quotes. And then when I had a question to ask and I couldn't get my question up, because
it was foolishness.
Yeah, because I was trying to point them towards you because I know you had your hand.
Like
so I was like, he has a question.
You were there for a
we
serious.
were taking that.
Yeah, I was literally there on work, and then so when they started bum rushing the stage and bum rushing the cast, I couldn't get the content I really wanted.
And then the security saw that and they're like, okay, we're leaving. So then like literally we couldn't even have because they're supposed to go because it was scheduled from like 7 to 10 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So,
allegedly.
but they left after like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So which was
around like
it got on, bro.
super unfortunate because I know, and so we stayed after a little bit. Audie tried to get his quote, but it was hard because they just made the cast leave. Everybody was like on top of them, but
they were already bum rushing them. They bum rushed them on stage, and they continue to bum rush them on the way out to the escalator.
So
the car.
it was just
we not paparazzi. Like what are we doing?
It was never that serious just to get a photo with them. Like I'm
right. And then Corey, he was willing to take photos because like he wants to be interactive with everyone. So like he's trying to take photos, but then people were stopping the actual people that wanted to be considered and get a photo.
That's why I didn't go that second time.
Me neither. To get their photo, and then security was seeing Corey getting bum rushing. Like he's one man. He's like,
what are we doing, bro?
Like 20 college kids trying to come at him. So they're like, no, back up. Like no more photos. Like back up.
So that's interesting. So let me talk about the one at Morehouse because it was also a little. I feel like it was kind of more unorganized, if you will, because it wasn't more organized. I don't know. I'll put it on the same level because it was kind of frustrating, and I actually feel like I wasted my time. Mm-hmm. So like I enjoyed my time at the first one enough to be like, okay, like I'll go again. I had a couple free hours that day, so I was like, okay, I'll go. Bring my computer with me, do work while I'm there, vibes. And so it was scheduled to start. There was a meet and greet, then there was a viewing after, right? Mm-hmm. And mind you, they said it was going to start at 4. So me and my friend pull up to the King's Chapel at 4. It's like we're like, okay, we have to get them early because
You saw how last
it's an all-American cast, so I'm like, okay, I don't know how many people are going to come, but like I feel like they need to go early. So I left at 3:30, got there at like 10 minutes after 3:40. And that day, it was the side chapter of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated's charter day. So they were in front of the chapel. So basically, there was a cast that they showed up on time. They were there at 3:40. But I guess the cast of the fraternity, the members of the fraternity were stepping outside to do to celebrate their centennial, and the cast wanted to see that, so they did. They got to see it, and then after they did their little step, I thought that we were gonna be able to go in. We weren't able to go in. It was, I don't know why we weren't able to go in, but they decided to go take a tour of Morehouse College after.
I did see that.
So quite frankly, we got there at 4. They did not come until 6 o'clock. I'm so serious. I'm quite literally so serious. And that's when the viewing was supposed to start. So we got there at 4 and I didn't even stay. I was like, wow. Cause okay, so we got to the doors and we were
You didn't tell me none of this.
No, cause it was just whatever.
Wow.
She was that mad.
I was that mad. So we got to the door, they did a little step and then they're like, Dean Booker's like, okay, we're leaving. Is that him? I mean, I don't know if that, no, it was Dr. What's the guy who does freshman orientation?
Oh, David.
Dr. Davis.
No, David Wall Rice.
I think it's Dr. Davis. It was Dr. Davis.
That's not who that is, but for sure.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's the guy that did freshman rotation, but I remember you telling me this man was Dr. Davis. So he was Dr. Davis, and Dr. Davis, he was like, okay, we're like, okay, can we go in the chapel? Dr. Davis was like, no, I'm gonna take them on tour, and you guys can go in the chapel. They'll come back. We're like, okay, but it's 4 o'clock. It's supposed to it's start on time. Okay, cool. Celebrities have this tendency to celebrities, they never show up on time. That's cool. 30 minutes, cool. 4:30, whatever. We were expecting that, right? You took 2 hours to take a tour. They didn't even let us into the chapel until 5 o'clock.
Morehouse ain't that big.
And mind you, they were taking that the leisurely walk tour. They
took a scenic route.
They were walking the slowest walk ever. And you know, it was Dr. Davis. He was guiding them around the Morehouse. I'm like, bro, homegirl, the main character of the show went to Clark. She's not foreign to Morehouse. You don't need to do that. And so everybody was getting speculations about the fact that they might be wanting to film on Morehouse for next season, which is valid.
There's supposedly something filming at Morehouse right now.
Yeah, so that's probably.
Coins for that?
Huh?
Are we getting coins for that? If
right,
we do?
probably.
I would like to. So. I hope
so. The campus better get something.
But it was just a crazy situation because I'm like, you just wasted a lot of students' time. I don't care who you are. You could be whoever you want to be, but why would you say a meet and greet at 4 when you're coming in at 6? That's really inconsiderate. High key, really, really, really inconsiderate. So I felt like that was really unorganized, and I didn't stay to watch. I was like, okay, after about an hour, I was like, I'm leaving. So yeah, that was my experience at that one. That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Can you check the time right quick?
Yeah.
Huh? Just check what time it is.
It's 5:41.
For sure, I'm just. Because I know we got limited time in here.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I checked it.
So you can cut that out. All right, so yeah, that's a lot of our events that happened this week. That was What's the Word on Brown Street. If you guys want more episodes of What's the Word on Brown Street, we'll continue to do that. And we're gonna continue to get your feedback on what you guys want to talk about, what you want to hear us talk about on What's the Word on Brown Street. Different events are happening on campus, but if you decide to come here, this is some things that we'll be getting into. And yeah, overall, the spring semester has been fun, right, y'all?
Yeah.
It's been hectic.
It's been hectic.
Because I think we're all so focused on what we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And it's the fun isn't really the priority anymore.
It's been a good semester.
It's been a good semester, but it's
that busy semester.
I agree with you.
But it's a good busy, I think.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all.
I think it will be better when we all remember our decorum. Remember our manners that our parents taught us.
Right.
Heavy on the manners.
This is a highlight.
Another one, thank you.
And stop bum rushing people.
Another one, thank you.
Rule follower.
Be considerate of people.
Follower.
Be considerate
It's not
of people.
even being
Ding, ding, ding.
It's not
Right
even being
here.
a rule follower. It's just being courteous, and treating people how you want to be treated.
No, yeah, all jokes aside.
Yeah, that's the main sort of theme here. It seems like we could use the golden rule a little bit more.
Be more respectful of each other and each other's space, time, effort, and energy, especially for putting on events.
Kayla's stamp of approval.
Lastly, before we close off, I want us to go all around and talk about what events we'd like to see come to the AUC.
No, I'm not supposed to.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I don't want us to vote. Just say it again, though, please, for me.
You weren't okay.
He was so concentrated on saying his no and causing drama in the comments.
Had to.
Anyway, what events would you like to see come to the AUC?
I'm going last. I gotta think about this.
I actually don't know, so y'all can go.
Well, can I just give my thoughts on? Well, I have thoughts about something.
Okay.
Go for it.
Speak your truth.
I saw that, and this isn't me trying to say our community should copy another school or copy, because I know people could say that, like, oh, we don't want to copy them, but Howard had an event this past weekend, and it looked like they were on the football field, right? And it looked like they had it on the football field, and I didn't. It was Dirk performing.
That was their Spring Fest.
Spring Fest for all my Howard people, but and I wasn't there, but I didn't hear about barricades being pushed over there, and
I didn't either.
So what I'm thinking is, maybe next time we could do ours on the football field, because that's a big enough space.
Y'all just renovated y'all field last year.
Right, that's another
thing.
They wouldn't even. I was thinking about that too, but I just was like, man, that
they might let y'all go back to
I think it is a matter of security. Like y'all said, they were underestimating the people who are going to be in attendance, and I think that if we get better security, we get better type
I'm gonna
of
say this, just because. And then if he tells me no, then we'll just cut it out. But they push to have more security. So Casa and Vi's playing the event, and y'all know Troy's on Casa. Right. They pushed for more security, and they kept putting it off. So it's not even them not.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
Right. So I'm not gonna say it's administration's fault either, but.
Crickets. but we love y'all though.
Underestimating things. So sometimes what I think needs to happen is when students tell administration something repeatedly, they should listen.
Receptive.
Yeah, I also think we should, for a lot of these events, we need to stop opening them up to outside AUC students.
Yes.
I'm getting kind of tired of students that don't go to the AUC causing ruckus on our campus.
Really?
Yes.
Because
half of those people in Brown Street didn't go to the AUC. Even if we start opening up to our brothers and sisters at Miles Brown.
Morris Brown.
It's okay.
I knew it was an
okay.
just wrong one. But if we open up to them, they just got reaccredited. So it's not a whole lot, probably not a whole lot of them yet. So they maybe an eighth of the people in the crowd. But everyone else was GSU, Tech.
And you notice when we have certain events and it's college students getting into stuff.
It wasn't even college students. There was a whole grown man in there.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a whole grown man.
We have a lot of stuff that happens. Wow.
He got behind my friend. He tried to get behind me.
Hands thrown. Let me not promote violence on here.
That's crazy though.
Yeah,
the fact that he was just able to stroll up in there.
Right, if he had...
saying.
Yeah, so if he had his own... They said bring your college ID. They didn't check college IDs at the gate.
See, and who was checking IDs? The security?
None of the security...
Who was supposed to, though?
Security.
Okay,
that's what I'm
saying. We need better quality of security, and we need more. Yes. Quality and quantity of security, because I think that
we'll talk about that on a later episode.
Yeah, because that was
we'll get into it.
Yeah, because there's a big problem about that here in the Atlanta University Center, but
and HBCUs.
period.
I got so much to say.
But anyway, I think that's the overall consensus with Juve and different events that happen on our campuses. This is an issue at homecoming as well, I said before. So I think that we just need better security. Period. So yeah. Let's get in. What did you want to say more?
Oh no,
that was it.
I just added that I felt like we should have at least tried, and then I don't know if they probably did give that to the administration? Like, oh, maybe we should do it on the football field. I don't know if someone did.
They try to get it back on right back.
Okay, so but my
I'm
thing
gonna
about
get clearance for all this today.
Right. But my thing about the football stadium is that there's already proven infrastructure to handle people going into the football stadium. Like
there's a wide gate.
There's a gate. Then there's entrances.
Especially Waypack, there's one entrance, one exit.
So even for Waypack, right? So that was just my suggestion. I thought about when I seen Howard, and I didn't hear any issues that they had. So I was like, hey, why don't we have it on the football field?
They probably got some good security. Anyway, what events did y'all want to see come?
What events do I want to see come to the campus?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get through Springfest first because we have a whole week.
Springfest is this week.
Yeah, we have a whole week of events that we're going through right now. And some of them we didn't have last year. Yeah.
At 5.
What's this event?
Lux Awards?
Yeah, Lux Awards.
What is that?
I'm not too keen.
I read it. I completely forgot about it.
Okay, continue.
I don't know the whole lineup on top of my head. They dropped the lineup
there's
yesterday
one night where we're doing movie under I planned it.
Let me see my phone.
Movie under the stars
With Casa. Oh, I want to go to that. Kayla, let's go. Okay. Yeah.
And wasn't the movies like Love Jones?
Love Jones,
the options.
ATL, Black Panther 2.
I chose Love Jones.
I did Wakanda Forever. We're a Black Panther.
I think an event that I'd want to see. I think that we could have like more on. Okay, so I think it was the senior class council over at Morehouse that did this. No, yes, it was. It was a senior class council that over at Morehouse that did like this year. That put on like this little like salsa dancing situation, which was so cute. I think we could have more. I think we could have more on campus wholesome like dancing fun, you know, vibes. Like obviously, you know, as long as we have decorum, we'll be fine. But like I feel like there's a lot of like me and my friends left that event and we were like, dang, like we wish that our institutions did more of that because like some people like don't want to go to off campus little situations, like they don't feel comfortable doing that, and like some people don't go to the club like me. So I feel like there's a little situation for people to get sociable every now and then. It'll be cute. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciate that. So more of that.
So
go ahead.
So mine isn't an event. It's fulfilling a promise. Well, not a promise. Drake told Casa.
Bruh.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Drake told Casa they did invite him for homecoming this
Drake.
That his good old friend 21 had to bring him. And he said, y'all better invite me next year.
We can't afford him, babe.
I don't care.
We couldn't afford him this year, but we got him.
Exactly. So I don't care what Casa has to do.
He's not going to come back for free, I feel like.
He won't.
No, he won't.
We didn't get 21 for free.
Thank you.
We had 21 Savage.
We didn't expect that. They have a budget. Make it work.
Anything is possible.
21.
Make it work.
Bring back Drake.
We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Sorry.
Bring back Drake, and hopefully he will bring his friends.
Period.
That's hard.
So you have who DC not Young Fly DC Fly Guy.
Emmanuel and Hudson are doing something with Casa.
They are.
He'll be here
Monday.
Today.
Oh, is that Lux? I'm going. But,
yeah, Emmanuel Hudson will be here today.
Oh, yes. That's so cool.
But the same way DC Fly Guy and Friends happened.
Fly Guy DC.
Fly Guy DC. I'm never going to get your name right today. I'm sorry. The same way he brought his friends last year. Drake and Friends next year. Thank you.
Awards. Showtime has featured.
But that's today.
Lux Awards is today.
Yeah.
Showtime is tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's all good.
Yeah.
The way they format it is a little strange.
I don't know what they do.
I don't know who in apps did that, but we need to fix that.
My suggestion for things we should do on campus is really something we should continue to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right after your pageant reveal, Spelman brought back step teams. And I thought that was super cool.
So it was the regions. So we had South,
Dirty South,
East, Midwest, and West were combined.
Gotcha.
So California, like
it was
I
all
thought
hard.
it was like a Cali team or something.
Yeah,
so that was
they,
West.
my friend is one of the coaches, so they combined it.
The Dirty
West
South
and Midwest.
Oh, okay.
They did. The Dirty South went crazy.
Yeah. I saw Dirty South in person and then I had to bounce, but they went crazy.
Yeah, so Morehouse has done their freshman stroll. They did it my year. They did it as well.
Yeah.
But we, as Spelman students, we couldn't freshman stroll because RHA oversees that, and RHA would not let us do it. Even when our alumni came back for the Spell House traditions event that they did at Brooklyn T when it first opened. They taught us how to stroll for freshmen for our dorms. And that same day there was a cookout, the Du Bois cookout. So all of us that were freshmen, we came from Brooklyn T to Du Bois on Morehouse and strolled. Like my LLC one, we went first. So first to do it.
The Brooklyn T thing, I actually worked at it. So
yeah,
I remember.
But they got wind of that and they said you cannot stroll. If you stroll, you will lose your housing.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Right.
Is it ever that
I
deep
didn't hear
though?
about that.
Because it wasn't initiated by RHA.
But what was such the issue behind it? Like, what was the...
To take somebody housing over that is absurd.
Right.
Like,
but I'm not exactly sure. So from what we were all saying, it was like a control thing. So RHA couldn't introduce it to us. RHA couldn't facilitate it.
Yeah.
Because it was
out of their control.
Right.
So they couldn't, it would be a liability.
Right. And it's all... Originally, it was associated with RHA. It was always facilitated for RHA. So I guess, like, because they didn't introduce it to us, it was mid-semester around this time anyway. So it was like, you guys didn't do it at the beginning, why are you doing it now, almost? So they didn't have it, like, set up for coaches with the RDs and the RAs. And then there wasn't anyone really to coach us because the juniors and seniors that did it were off campus.
Right, because it was COVID.
Right. So probably, realistically, this is probably what it really was, is they couldn't get it up in time to facilitate it with the coach, find the juniors, seeing who was willing to do it, especially come back on campus when you're already off, and that's like your free time. To come back, coach us in a short amount of time to maybe stroll once or twice.
Valid.
So realistically, that's probably the reason why.
Sure.
But from what was happening between us and our group meets, it was like...
And there weren't a lot of events, period, during that time.
Right.
Obviously because
right,
it was
but because
COVID,
right, but because it's something we came into Spelman knowing and we didn't have, we were already a little upset, and we kept asking like our RAs and RDs like, when are we doing freshman stroll? When are we doing freshman stroll? Especially
but Morehouse still had it.
Exactly. So that was really our push because like they're doing it across the street. Why can't we?
Yeah.
So by the time we got, we're like, oh, we're gonna stroll almost at every freshman event. We're gonna stroll. So we did it. The first day we learned is the same day we did it. And after that, they said no.
So definitely bring back freshman stroll teams.
We're running on 5 minutes, y'all.
Yeah.
You've been going off. I love it.
Yeah. So, but I feel that definitely brings back some I feel like unity too.
Yeah.
Like just to get another
sure.
outlet for us to get to know each other. Because also there's like brother houses and sister houses. But I love the idea. That is all the time we have for today, y'all. So I thank you guys for tuning into this episode. This is a longer one. So let us know how you like about the timing about these episodes. And we'll come back next week even harder. So thank you guys for
maybe in a
tuning
different room.
Period. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Adios.
Tune in next week.
You know.
Back at it again.